Welcome back, guys, and this is part 17 of the InFamous 2 beta walkthrough, but this is part 2 of the, I'm kind of doing a walkthrough of all of Cole's abilities. So last time, we went through all of R1, which are bolts, and we also went through all of X, which are blasts, but we didn't get into square, so these are grenades. So the first one is the Alpha Grenade, and this is a potent electrical charge that when detonated releases tremendous kinetic energy. And I pretty much just spammed the bejesus out of square in InFamous 1 because the grenades are just awesome and they're pretty much useful in any scenario. So let's go ahead and chuck a grenade, just a default grenade. There it is. Here it is with a group of people. You know, it's just a single little electrical grenade. Has a blast radius, it looks like about 10 yards. Now, we're going to go ahead and check out the Sticky Grenade, which is a long-range grenade that sticks to enemies and breakable objects, perfect for demolitions and humiliating opponents. For stylish throws, hold down square to bounce the weapon off walls. Again, that I had no idea. You know, I probably should have read these a long time ago. Instead of clocking in a good, 20 hours in this beta, I probably should have done a little bit of research. So, I did not know you could do that. So, here it is just by default. We're going to chuck a grenade, and it'll stick to the wall. And that's really good if you kind of want to get somebody in a secluded area that's not exactly at your eye level, or even if at your eye level. So that's a good thing to have. But now I'm going to try this new thing. So if I hold square, it'll just kind of go back to the default grenade. Until I let go of square, then it'll start sticking. So we're gonna chuck this on a wall. Let's find a narrow alley and see if it works. So here we go. We're gonna hold square and let it go. Oh, fail. Let's try this again. So that is very cool. So I held square when it hit this first wall and let go of it right before it hit the second. So that's cool. So if you kind of want to time your, you know, if your first shot's inaccurate, you could just kind of hold square and then hope that it hits its target on the second or third. So now we're going to go down to the double grenade, which is the last of the available grenade options here in the beta. And this is a grenade that explodes once on impact, then bounces upward and explodes a second time. So let's go ahead and chuck one of these bad boys right down the street. Boom. So as you can see, it kind of does that first blast, and then it does a second one just to add insult to injury there. So if it didn't kill the enemy with the first one, it's sure to do it on the second. And that is it for grenades. I would show you guys the triangle attacks, which are rockets, but as I said in the first segment of this, they are all locked, which is a total bummer because they just sound awesome. So we're going to go to miscellaneous powers, and this is kinetic pulse, and you activate these with R2. So you can do a couple things with this. Typically it seems like everybody likes doing this with cars, so what you can do is get up on top of a car, hit L2, and you want to hold it, and so now you can stand up here, you can walk around on it, and then you press square to shoot it. And you can also, if you want, you can aim it. So if I were to go do that again, you use the, I believe the left analog stick to really shoot. No. I guess you kind of just look at the direction you want to shoot. Yeah, so there you go. And also you could do a couple more variations of that. So you could get on the side of something. You can also switch hands with R3. You can do that when you're using any other attack as well. And you can just shoot. You could also do this with a number of objects. So it's not limited to cars, but cars seem to be the most popular choice. So let's go find something else we could pick up. How about, let's try a trash can. So yeah, you can pick up a trash can and chuck it. And then there's a splash. That's cool. So that is all we have unlocked, unfortunately, for miscellaneous powers. As you can see, there are 2 options for good karma and 2 options for evil karma. Oh, and speaking of karma, it seems like a lot of people were curious about that in the beta. And no, you cannot select your karma in the beta. You're pretty much just limited to what appears to be good karma, even though none of the good karma things are available. But all your attacks are blue instead of red, so I'm assuming that just by default you're kind of in the good karma. So here we have Ionic powers. Again, these are all locked. I would totally show the hell out of that tornado move, but unfortunately they have it locked. Those smart bastards at Sucker Punch, they knew people were going to be using that left and right. Here we have amp upgrades. So here's the melee, and when not aiming, press square to attack with the amp. Straightforward. This is the finisher attack, which someone was asking earlier in the 16th video, or 15th video, what that little meter was on the left side. And that was basically when you land a few hits using square with the amp, then it unlocks, assuming you get a couple successive attacks without getting hit yourself, then you get a finishing move with triangle. But if you notice, the meter only goes up halfway, so I'm assuming that this undiscovered power under power level 2 here allows you to get 4 successive hits instead of 2, and then you get a really cool finishing move of triangle. Unfortunately, I don't have that in the beta. And here we've got Ultra Drain. This is fully replenishes Cole's energy when he hits an enemy with an Ultra attack. So that's going to come in handy, actually. That's pretty cool. Another undiscovered power. What else we got? And here's upgrades, and these are all hidden. And that's not all, actually. There's a couple more things. Just a few movement, little movement tutorial. You can go back. You can go forward, you can go right, you can go left. You can also, you have this ability, if you press up on the D-pad, you could go into a slow motion snipe mode. You could just kind of get some pinpoint accuracy with those. But they do take up a lot of energy on your little meter up there in the top left. And what else? Oh, and a couple people were asking about this. Basically the 3 options you get on a downed enemy. So you have the Bio Leech, you have Pulse Heal, and you have Arc Restraint. So we're going to look at Bio Leech first. And cool thing about this is it shows an X-ray of the person you're doing it to in this game. Didn't do that in the first fight, I don't think. So that's kind of cool. Second one is the heal. So we're going to do a Pulse Heal. And it is this guy's lucky day. Now we're going to go do a Arc Restraint. Let's try it on this guy. And he is down for the count. He's probably going to be there for a while. So, those, as far as I know, are just about all the moves. There's also a couple more acrobatic and parkour things, like, oh, perfect. Here's a little electric rail that you can kind of shoot up just automatically. And then there's also, of course, the hover ability, which I had no idea existed for the first about 10 videos that I recorded, so I look like an idiot. But thanks to the guys who kind of told me that you can do that in this game. I was an idiot and thought it was double tapping X in the first InFamous. I don't know why I thought that. It just seemed natural to me. But that is not the case, so it's R1. So I believe that is just about all the moves that you can do that I can think of. But again, there are just a ton that are locked that I cannot do. So there's 4 right here, there's another 5, so that's 9, we got another 6, so we got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, so there are, wow, that is unbelievable. There are 23 moves that are under R1, X, square, triangle, and R2 that are locked for the beta. So that is just a lot more moves that you can do when the final game comes out on June 7th. So I will see you guys in, it's going to be episode 18. Alright, thanks a lot, guys.